Morning everybody, Crypto Strang here. Recently I've been talking about quantum resistant cryptocurrencies. With these quantum computers coming out, who knows where they're going to go, whether all cryptos are going to be quantum resistant. But one's actually, we've got a lot of projects here dedicated to being quantum resistant. So they're talking about these quantum computers maybe able to hack Bitcoin for the first time. I'm not sure that will happen, but that's what it's saying. So perhaps the first and second generation cryptos have got a bit of a shock coming when IBM, Google's actually released these quantum computers. So I said it's been a lot of hype. Now, on the screen, you've seen Quant Platform. Now, I spoke very fond about this project last year, followed them very closely. Then obviously they got that hack where their bridge was hacked, not the blockchain. Now, to be completely honest and transparent, quite disappointed with the lack of updates. Appreciate they're doing basically launched themselves with a new project. It took a while to get this tweet on the 9th of January where it states we received the first audit results from Hacken and obviously Scour. They have been evaluating, we applied further adjustments to the smart contract. So they're still in development. Some people said, was it a rug pull? Have they run, etc.? Who knows? Again, everything is high risk. It's never financial advice. You've got to do your own research. Always state that everything in life is high risk, especially crypto. However, you get the high rewards, find the no cap gems. So, but I must admit, Quant Platform was a huge disappointment, obviously, when the bridge to everyone got hacked, but also the lack of updates. So I'm really hoping soon we're going to see this progress, take the next step and get back on their feet with a new roadmap, a new plan, new vision, and 2023 is going to be great for them, but only time will tell. So naturally, I've been looking into other quantum resistant cryptos. Now, I've done a video the other day about Algorand. That looks really good. I say very fondly about it, but the fact they've gone into the next era of quantum resistant, I think the next bull run Algorand has got so much potential, it's unbelievable. Again, only time will tell. So naturally, I've been looking at other projects. Now, the first one I looked at was Nexus, NXS. Now, this project has been around a long while, basically since 2014. Nexus uses like post-quantum signature schemes, which are actually called Falcon, and automated key management functions through the signature chains technology. But for a project being around that long, it's ranked 811 with the markup just over $7 million, and the volume in the last 24 hours is really bad, just 7,500. 95% suppliers out there, so that's good. We're just under 10 cents. So it's not good, is it? Let's be honest, at the moment, project's so low when it's been out for so long. However, as news gets out there, mainstream adoption about quantum resistance, who knows where this could go. Existing projects ahead of the game could do extremely well. So I don't own any Nexus, just been researching it. Again, do your own research, might be worth keeping on your radar, because as I say, I think this year we're going to hear a lot more about quantum computers, and naturally when people hear about computers, think of cryptocurrencies. Hey, let's see what's quantum resistant already. Nexus has got huge potential there, so time will tell. And I also like their website. States there Nexus is the next generation blockchain technology that is rebuilding the internet from the ground up. Decentralize everything. States there, imagine a scalable, quantum-resistant blockchain securing uncensorable and free internet through a hack-resistant operating system. Okay, that's really important. So again, if they do the marketing, get the partnerships, who knows where this could go. Okay, and think of the supply, it is all out there as well. So I like that. Also, you can send free and reversible transactions while staking NXS to receive rewards. So at the moment, I don't own any. I'm keeping some on my radar, how they develop. A few negatives, obviously, where they are in the market. However, as I say, as more and more people talk about quantum computers, perhaps they'll have a lot of hype around it, and who knows where this price will go. So I'm certainly keeping a close eye on it, that's for sure. Now, its all-time high was actually $15.86 back in 2018. So it's been around a long time, as I say. So the fact it didn't reach its all-time high again the last bull run, again, let's see how they develop. But I do like it. I like the team behind it as well. Interesting team, decent history as well. So again, it's one to keep your eye on. Now, one I've actually bought into is QRL, Quantum Resistant Ledger. Currently ranked 782. The markup just over $8 million. Volume in the last 24 hours, again, very low, just 20,500. 73% suppliers out there, which is good to see. Only 105 million max supplies. Okay, now QRL, as you go on their website, I love their roadmap here. It's a fully quantum resistant blockchain network using PQ.crypto. We talk about Nexus using something called Falcon. They use PQ crypto recommended. It's ETF standardized cryptography. So the QRL utilizes a hash-based extended Merkle tree signature scheme instead of ECDSA, which is reportedly vulnerable to quantum attacks. So they've obviously done their research. Cryptography is obviously want to do about the quantum resistance. So I really like the fact that they've really looked into it and using the best security. So again, they've got a lot of potential here. Now, I like all the facts you go through here: proposal, rejected, accepted, completed, the drafts, implement DPOW, proof of work, support tokenization securities. And I love you go through bits what been completed, the bits what been abandoned and withdrawn. Okay, implementing transaction replay attack protection, that's in the draft. Protection from phishing nodes, NFT support, implement privacy feature for QRL. So there's a lot in development here, there really is. Now we scroll back, it's just over 10 cents and 73% supplies out there. Again, it looks really good long term. Now, disappointed about QRL, it's only on Bittrex and CoinTiger. Now, I find that really strange. Now, I'm actually quite surprised by it. Its all-time high was actually $4.17, again, quite a few years ago. So again, a bit like Nexus, I've took a punt on QRL and actually got myself a decent bag on Bittrex just to see how they go with these quantum resistant projects and what they state. There's got many people watching either, just 5,391. So again, you've got to do your own research. But to me, this is very high risk. But we could have with that supply, we could have some great profits here over the next 1, 2, even 3 years. All depends how the quantum computers go. Can you imagine if the first crypto got hacked by a quantum computer, then people are naturally going to look into the resistant ones, as I say, ones who are ahead of the game. Also, like their website, the QRL.org, the Quantum Resistant Ledger, Visionary Blockchain and Digital Asset Security. You can see their security by design, a powerful blockchain platform secured, as we said, future-proof. The QRL digital asset is secure against current and emerging cryptographic threats. A suite of solutions provide a range of options for the safe custody of QRL digital assets. Okay, so you've got a lot of potential here. Now, as I say, these are all high risk. You've got to do your own research, but the project's been around a long time. Now, IOTA, never really covered this. I used to own IOTA in the bull run back in 2017. I took some great profits in that bull run, but I haven't held any since. But it's actually doing really well. And I say I've really completely ignored this, if I'm being honest. The company ranked 67 with a market cap just over 585 million. Following the last 24 hours, nearly 17 million. 100% the supplies out there with just 21 cents, okay, at the moment. So when you sort of go through it, you say it's been around a long time. It was actually launched in 2016. I love their website. It really does look good. And I say I've completely ignored this. A bit like XRP Ripple for me. I took profits literally beginning of 2018. I've never really looked into them ever since. Great profits, never got back in because there were so many others that I liked. But when you actually scroll through IOTA and you see what they're doing, I love their website. Perhaps I should look into this more in depth because I think IOTA is actually doing really well. I love what they're actually planning. They seem to have a huge community, one of the biggest out there apparently on CoinMarketCap, for example. And you can just see here everything that they do to get started. They seem to have all the fundamentals you need. So perhaps it's one that I shouldn't have took my eye off, but I did. But it looks really good. Now, also I looked at their roadmap. You see there what they've released. But the next release, the first IOTA smart contract chain anchored in the Shimmer Tangle, a hotbed for community innovation around DeFi, play-to-earn games, and much more. Upcoming seamless protocol upgrade, Stardust protocol update. Okay, the largest utility upgrade in IOTA's history was first deployed on Shimmer before later being ported to IOTA, bringing layer 1 native tokens and NFT smart contracts, chain anchoring, storage deposits, improved microtransactions, and more. So IOTA. Now, the things about IOTA, and we're talking here obviously about quantum resistant, a lot of people say they are quantum resistant. Now, the team have actually clarified this. Basically, IOTA does not use ECC, which is elliptic curve cryptography, but uses hash-based signatures. This is different, obviously, than what you get with Bitcoin. It makes the protocol resistant against by quantum computers, but also simpler and faster by signing and verifying transactions. So it's not completely quantum resistant, is it? But it's got all the fundamentals they're needed for cryptography there. So again, IOTA, as I say, I need to keep my eye on IOTA again. I think I say I just took me off that for so long. I just haven't bothered for literally nearly 5 years. So, but again, I like the fact that if they do put on their site their crypto, cryptography is taken to the next level. Quantum resistant again is something me personally probably be getting into. Now, the next one is Mochimo. Now, so many people talk about this on Reddit, Medium. I've seen it all over the net as well. But when I looked into it, on Coin, it's not even registered on CoinGecko, but even on CoinMarketCap, they don't have any sort of market data at all. But it was launched 5 years ago. So naturally you think, well, there's no point looking at it. If you go on their site, mochimo.org, 17.5 million circulating supply, 17,000 active addresses, 6.7 million transactions. So states there, obviously quantum resistance there is poised to break ECDSA encryption without warning, leaving Bitcoin, Ethereum, and all ERC20 tokens unsafe for transactions of store of value. States there, Mochimo uses the Watts quantum resistance security approved. So again, with Mochimo, it's been around for so long, but why isn't it registered anywhere? So again, obviously I won't be getting this because I don't know where to get it anyway, but I don't know if they're going to have a big year this year. They're going to take it to the next level. But for a project that's been around for nearly 5 years, it's so little information, and you're just relying on the information they're stating on their site. And who knows the legitimacy of this? Who knows? Again, it's all got to do your own research. But me personally, I can't really find much information about Mochimo. But it's amazing the community and the amount of people talk about this project. So obviously I won't be getting into that. Now, another one is Hypercash. It used to be called HCash, and it supports DAO governance, quantum resistance, 8 and 0 hash proofs. Now, its all-time high, which I believe was actually $43 back in 2017. Again, yet another project's been around a long time. However, it's also lowly ranked 969 with a markup just over $4 million. Volume in the last 24 hours just under 50,000. 54% of supplies out there. Its all-time low was November, just gone, 2022, where it was basically just 7 cents. It's on Gate, OKX, MEXC. But again, it's just a project seems quite idle. But I love their site. I think it's really good. States there, next generation of Hashcash, a parallel dual chain ecosystem. There's 2 chains running laterally, with each serving different functions within the ecosystem. These 2 chains serve to provide us with the interlinked bifocal dual token dual chain ecosystem. So there's a lot of information here, isn't it? But they're claiming to be the quantum resistant part of it. Now, decentralized autonomous governance, proof of work, proof of stake hybrid mechanism, privacy preserving protocols, post quantum signature technology. Hcash, as I say, now it's called Hypercash, supports multiple post quantum signature schemes and is compatible with traditional ECDSA signatures, providing a high level security protection scheme for users in a future quantum computing environment. So yet again, it's another project that I'm just going to keep my eye on. And so it's on some great exchanges as well. So again, it's been around a long time and it's so lowly ranked. So again, it's one to keep your eye on. I don't own it at the moment, but say it's just on my radar. Now, another project which is absolutely fantastic is HBAR, Hedera, ranked 38, with basically a market cap 1.3 billion. Volume in the last 24 hours over 40 million. 50% of suppliers out there with just over 5 cents. Okay, so over time, I really do like the technology with Hedera. I think it's absolutely fantastic. I've never done a dedicated video on HBAR, Hedera. It states there it's a decentralized open source proof of stake public ledger that utilizes the leaderless. It's got all this information. It's governed by diverse decentralized council lead enterprises, university, Web3 projects from around the world. So again, I think it's building up itself nicely for the next bull run. Now, the first thing we'll talk about, is it quantum resistant? And actually answer that question themselves on the help.hedera.com. Hedera is a post-quantum secure for hashing and encryption, but not for signatures and key agreement. Similar to IOTA then. The hash graph consensus algorithm itself is a post-quantum secure as long as you use a post-quantum signature. We've designed our system to make it trivial to plug into post-quantum signature scheme for some time. So it's another one where, say, like IOTA, so you can see that they're already thinking about quantum. So I'm expecting the big blue chip projects out there, the layer ones, to really get involved with quantum. So I say I think this year could be massive when every project talks about being quantum resistant. Otherwise, people might have that part of it might not get involved. Okay, they're geared towards companies actually believe you've got to look into this quantum resistant. Now, obviously, my favourite project, Cardano, Charles Hoskinson addressed this before. Why no quantum resistant? According to Hoskinson, the first reason is that the National Institute of Standards and Technology, NIST, was yet to pick a standard for quantum protocols, hence why the computers won't come out. Hoskinson noted that without an established standard, the network going ahead with quantum resistant development risks picking an algorithm without NIST approval. So he said, why do quantum resistant cryptography if the NIST haven't set up the standards yet? NIST at the time had not standardized the quantum protocols, the quantum resistant protocols, so it's entirely possible that we pick an algorithm that NIST decide not to pick. So they don't want to develop something and then it's rejected. Okay, so again, that's Charles Hoskinson thinking to the next level. So again, it balances up, doesn't it? But when Charles Hoskinson a few months ago was talking about this, you can see here, like all the others, Solana, Avalanche, even Ethereum 2.0, will want to think quantum resistant. So I say there's a lot of low caps I've spoke about here. Now, as I say, obviously Hedera and IOTA are very established blockchains, but we've also shown you some low cap ones there with Nexus, Hypercash. Okay, so only time will tell. But so I've got myself some QRL. I will keep my radar. Let's see how it develops and how the news comes out. All we need is that big headline, don't we? That quantum can hack cryptocurrencies. Then you'll see people naturally research quantum resistant crypto. So only time will tell. So as I say, Nexus, we'll go back this in few months, 6 months, even a year's time, Nexus, just under 10 cents. QRL, just over 10 cents. IOTA, just over 21 cents. Okay, Mochimo, obviously no market. Hypercash, just over 9 cents. Hedera HBAR, just over 5 cents. Okay, so time will tell. So thanks very much. Let me know if you know about any quantum resistant cryptocurrencies, what your thoughts are really. Do you think we're in an era now where all projects are going to have to become quantum resistant to take it to the next security level? Who knows? Thanks very much. If anyone helps you, just email me, info@cryptostrain.com. All my social media links below. Don't hesitate to reach out. Help any way I can. Thanks very much. Have a wonderful week. We'll chat again soon. Cheers now. Bye.